The more I look into the science of protein intake for master cyclists, the more I keep shifting my mindset on this. Do we actually need as much as we're led to believe? I don't think we need to be static in our thinking here, and here's why. So some cycling coaches say you only need 1 gram of protein per kg of body weight, and that's sufficient. And then other cyclists say you want to be ramping it right up to 2.5 grams per kg of body weight, because this is going to hold on to lean muscle mass. But the way I look at it is that maybe we should be thinking it as a sliding scale with a minimum boundary to it. And my thinking is, as master cyclists, when you look into their physiology and how we become more protein resistant, which means that our muscles need more protein to elicit muscle protein synthesis, plus we also need a higher bolus dose of leucine to actually really give us that drive, then my thinking is that we should be hitting around about 1.6 grams per kg of body weight, men and women. And here's my other thinking, is when you're on big blocks of training, when you're doing a lot of volume or a lot of intensity, that's when you need to push it up, because your body's going to require more amino acids, and that's going to help with recovery and laying down lean muscle mass. So it shouldn't be static in our thinking, but we should maybe cap it as minimum amounts and then thinking about what's coming ahead with our training. Now, there's a lot of conversation how men and women differ physiologically right now. And here's the interesting thing. Dr. Stu Phillips put on his Facebook page the other day that actually when you look at the human studies, that the difference between men and women isn't actually that far apart. And when it comes to protein, recent human trials demonstrate that post-exercise protein ingestion stimulates muscle protein synthesis equally in men and women. The problem here is a lot of these female influencers who are talking about the vast differences are basing their understanding off rodent models. And what he was saying is these rodent models don't really reflect the actual facts, and human models are the ones that we should be looking at. Let's go back a step and just cap off. It's like, how much protein should we be eating a day? 1.6 grams per kg of body weight, men and women, as a base standard, and then raising it higher when your training gets really voluminous or pretty full on. And you should be making sure that your protein is a really good quality, so it has a high level of leucine in it. And personally, I think spreading it evenly across the day is easier to do that from a meal perspective, plus potentially it can improve your satiety signals, so it helps with hunger regulation. If you found that helpful at all, maybe you want to save this video so you can go back to the reference I just gave and maybe hit me a like and a follow.